Hey! Woo! Hey! Woo! Yeah! Ooh!
Yeah! Yeah!
Dude, feel that. Same. Big same. So, we are here today to do this stream. To do the stream and to do the thing. Change the camera a little bit, which is cool. Figured it was time to change it up a little bit. All right, get a little different angle going. This is the good side anyway. Good side, bad side. Not that it really matters, but now you know that. There's that information. That's the information you guys have really been wanting this whole time. What's his good side and what's his bad side? And now you know. All questions have been answered. So, how about that massive shredder nerf, though? Pretty bad. The camera being on this side, though, is... it's decent. The problem is, chat is all the way over here, and the camera's right here. So... It's a lot more movement that needs to happen in order to get across this and look back and forth. Okay, there's chat, and then you're looking at the camera again, and now here's chat. All right, but then there's the camera. Actually, you know what we could do? We could just look at chat right here. Well, that screen's not going to be there forever. Huge problem. Huge predicament that we've put ourselves in right now. All right, so let's see. This is good. That is good. Yada, yada, yada.
Hey, sometimes you gotta change it up, and when you change it up, sometimes you never know what's gonna happen afterwards. So you change the things and then you do it a little bit differently, and then all of a sudden you don't know what's going on and everybody's freaking out, but then you gotta calm down and you just gotta work it out, huh? Cause at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna make the changes except for yourself. And sometimes you just gotta respect yourself and others. And then, but if you ain't got no respect for yourself, then how you gonna respect others? So you gotta respect yourself first. You gotta have dignity, huh? You gotta have respect, huh? You gotta have yeah, cool, whatever he said. All right, wait, that's not the right screen. What are you doing over here, huh? What is this? Get this on it. Ah, there it is. Hey, welcome back, bud. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right. That was pretty good. Actually, you know what we could do?
Maintain situational awareness. The grounds are not secure.
Gonna do some nukes. Gonna do some guardians. Just pretty much gonna try to obliterate anything that we can. As quickly as possible. Because soon, the highest DPS weapon in the game, highest DPS build in the game, Shredder Ghoul, is going to be kaput! No longer going to exist.
Your service, sir.
Game said you loaded in too fast, bud. Actually, can this character buy lunchboxes? We're gonna buy some lunchboxes from the alt too, because both of them gonna need it. Actually, well, we might save the lunchboxes for the main character. Honestly, just trying to get to level 2000 at this point. There's not really a need to be level 2000, but you know what? Screw it, dude.
Sonny has any ice cream now that he has a refrigerator.
Ah, I'm sore all over. Building this place up is hard work.
How many?
I see you.
No, not gonna buy lunchboxes. Yo, Garicus. That's how you say that. Garicus? One of those. What's the plan for melee? Ouch. That's a good question. Shredder is toast. Auto axe is toast. Conventional melee is still really good. Still possible to do a lot of damage with two-handed, one-handed weapons. So that might be your best bet if you still want to stay melee. The top DPS is either going to be what? Enclave Flamer again. Enclave Flamer is always top DPS, though. That's what's crazy about the Enclave Flamer, is that it survived multiple metas. Multiple seasons, it's always at the top, no matter what changes. The Elder's Mark is going to be at the top, again, in the Gauss minigun. But as far as melee is concerned, you're honestly probably going to be better off just doing traditional melee weapons, two-handed or one-handed. Honestly. That is true. Well, unarmed, that's a good point. Unarmed's actually getting buffed a lot, it seems like, because they're adding a lot of cards that have to deal with bleed damage, doing more damage if you have if the target is bleeding, and then increasing your bleed damage dot and this and that. And so it seems like unarmed's getting a little buff for sure. So if you're gonna run high strength builds, you still have options. Absolutely. Get buffed up first, and then maybe get some guardians going. See how that works. Wait, was that? There it is. There it is. The other thing that's kind of weird too is, for whatever reason, the stat lock feature, well, feature is still a thing. Unintended feature, aka bug, is still a thing. So it was actually still a thing in the PTS. So more than likely, with the September 2nd update on Tuesday, stat lock will still be a thing, which is kind of ridiculous, but just have to keep that in mind if you're trying to make changes and stuff. That why are certain buffs not applying? Why is this? It's specifically tied to perk card buffs. So, or if a perk card is based off of how high that specific special is. So something like Strong Back, for instance, is going to be stat lock, stuff like that. So, which actually, speaking of that, let's actually change this to Pain Train, Barbarian, Basher. Before we forget, since stat lock is a thing right now, and we're going to be doing some Guardian raids, we could probably throw on strong back since that's going to scale with strength. And we're going to have really high strength, so it makes sense to run this. Okay, so just right now at 22 strength. Yuck. That's about to go way up, but 52 carry weight. All right. About to increase that by a heckin' amount. It's too bad we don't have any Deathclaw Wellington, but we do have Deathclaw Steak, which whatever, but what Deathclaw Wellington is so hard to get though. Such an obnoxious food buff to farm for. It's not that bad. You just gotta get good. Oh, not a get good. Not a get good in chat. Well, it's been a while since we had a get good in chat, so you know what? You earned it. You can always chance the Mr. Handy Waiters and near Esme. Yeah, that's a good way to get them. Yeah. Yasmin. And then White Spring Restaurant, server hop, Yasmin, Grandma Junko. Yasmin, Grandma Junko, White Spring Restaurant, server hop. Do it again, server hop. That's a good way to get it. Alright, so since stat lock is still a thing, we're gonna get all of our stuff going. All the buffs. All the things. Our strength should be above 60. Oh, didn't want to use that. Whoops. What is it at now? 51. Oh, no. That's because we don't have SERMs. Now we have SERMs. Actually, we have strength bobbleheads on a secondary character. So we might actually have to do that. We're going to have to do some muling first. Because right now, what is it? Strength is at 62. Alright, we can do better than that. We can and is going to do better than that. Don't you worry about it. Don't you sweat your little... No, not going to say that. About it. Just don't worry. Oh, man. Joined adventure mode. Ah! Now I need to back out. Gotta back out. Do it again. There it is. So we're going to drop whatever random stuff off that doesn't need to be on this character. And then we're going to mule over Kim's? No, the only Kim we really need is Psycho Buff. Since melee damage buffs probably don't work with the Shredder. I'm pretty sure they don't. We just need to increase strength. So might as well be Psycho Buff, because then you just get extra health and endurance, which is also cool. right. All right, what random stuff here do we need to get rid of? Oh, we do have a lot of vodka. Actually, let's keep that. We're gonna keep those on here. Big guns, leaders. Okay, that's what we need. We need strength bobbleheads. Alright, what's some other crap we can drop off? Don't need that, or that. Mutant hound meat, no. Purified water, no. Meat, liver, lung. Yes, yes. Alright. And then we're gonna get rid of that. That. Oh, the aid box. Oh, the aid box. The aid box is coming. Yes! That's gonna be sick. Super stoked, super soaked. Okay, we do need some psycho buff. We're gonna keep the raw flux just to eat it. And then the rest of this stuff can just Alright. Rest of this stuff. Now we're gonna go to our main character. That's where we have some strength bobbleheads. So drop off a couple of those, and then any other random stuff that's on this character we can drop off. And then switch to the mule. And then pick up all the random stuff. Bring the alt in. Actually, no. There might not be anything on the alt that needs to get dropped off. Alright, that's just stuff that needs to go script machine. Honey will drop off. Berry, candy, cranberry will drop off. Actually, cranberry we're gonna keep. We do need some cranberries for what's his face? Leo. Alright, that's done. Boom, bam. Strength. Day Tripper. Cherry, Clubud, grape. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Oh, nope. No. No.
Hello?
We's gonna need strength bobbleheads. Let's do 5.
Sick Larry's Meet and Go.
Let's do 5. 5. Are there any magazines that would make sense for Shredder Ghoul? HP went on a team? Eh. Yeah, we could run that one. At least the Ghoul gets double the benefit from that, so it essentially is 50 HP when on a team, which is pretty cool. We'll just do that one. And then we'll do... We gotta drop off... Strength bobbleheads. Alright. Now... Kim Weasel. This is the alt that has... Or the mule, well, also an alt. It has nothing but chems on it. So once the aid box becomes live, all these chems are going in that thing. Just gonna stuff them full, boy. All right, you know what? Didn't want to put the bobbleheads in there. Did not want to put the Live and Love in there. The inert flux can't get stored in there either, so there's no reason for that to be there. Raw doesn't matter. Boom. All right, so we'll take that stuff out. The inert flux we can actually use on the Ghoul. So that way we can get our radiation up. Hydrate or dihydrate. That's what she said. Is it? Oh, wait. Hold on. No, there's no need to get out of that. No need to get out of it. Why would she even say that? Why not, dude? Huh? Why not? Why would she not say that? Don't even remember what we were talking about. All right, good chat. Honey for Nuka Cherry, Nuka Cola, Nuka Cola, Nuka... All right, let's do 3 of each of the food items we want to use. Don't want bourbon. We do want brain bombs. Actually, you know what? We'll do broiled scorched beast brain since those don't last nearly as long, but we're not going to use the Ghoul as much, so... Brother, did you know that chat is disabled on your YouTube? What? Like you can't chat at all? What the heck is that? Chat is disabled for this live stream. That's pretty good. No, I had no idea. Thank you for pointing that out. Because it's weird. Oop, need to fix that for sure. Yeah, that's really strange. Hold on. Actually, there's not a fixing chat scene, so we're just gonna go to this one for now. That's really weird. Usually doesn't do that. That's actually the first time it's done that. Why would it just randomly decide that chat does not need to be enabled for this live stream? You know what it might be? It might be because the last live stream, the thumbnail got deleted. Well, not the last live stream, but the one on the 24th. The thumbnail got deleted because of a inappropriate thumbnail because it was the character wearing underwear. Swear to God. Got an email about that. So they deleted the thumbnail. So maybe that has something to do with it. Because that video also did not do well on YouTube. They definitely nerfed the crap out of that video because it had a
inappropriate cartoon character on the thumbnail of it.
see how many viewers. Oh, that's what it is. All right, try it now. Okay, so it was okay, that's what it was. It was set to this video is set to yes, it's made for kids. Regardless of your location, you're legally required to comply with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. You're required to tell us whether your videos are made for kids. So it was selected as yes, it's made for kids. And when you do that, it turns chat off. So we're going to say no, not for kids, because it ain't. Dog, come on, man. Just get out of here. Why do you guys do this? Just get out of here. What is the point? Why does this game send mobs to your camp as soon as you build a camp when there would otherwise not be mobs? Stop that. Stop doing that. Anyway, that should be fixed now. No, it wasn't the Borderlands stream. It was the No, they don't. I mean, there are mobs that spawn in this area, but not on that bus specifically. I mean, you know how it is. You build camps. You build a camp. The game decides that mobs need to come to your camp, even if it's not an area or a mob spawn. Really dumb. Oh, Conrad. Oh, okay. No, that's nice. Yeah. I remember came out, what was it, last stream or the stream before that? Good to see you again. Thanks for coming by. But no, it wasn't the Borderlands stream where the thumbnail got deleted. It was the stream before that where we did underwear build in Fallout 76. So the thumbnail was the guy in underwear. And it had a red arrow pointing to his junk. So I just deleted the red arrow and then zoomed in a little bit so it wasn't as much underwear in the thumbnail and re-uploaded it and they hadn't said anything. So who knows, man? Really dumb. It was pretty dumb. Trying to figure out things that are working for the Ghoul. Hey, Sinjira, thank you for that hot follow in chat, on the stream, on Twitch. Thank you. Never happens to me. Oh, yeah. Well, there's probably some explanations for that. Are you a musician? I see some cool gear behind you. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of crap back there. It's a lot of stuff. That's pretty much our entire back line, our entire band's worth of gear, minus the drums. Yeah, 2 guitar cabs, bass cab. You can't really see it, but that's the guitar rack. So that bottom one right there is for guitars, and then this top one is... That stuff is just kind of there for now because there's nowhere else to put it, but usually most of that stuff is out, and then that's where the laptop sits, because the laptop goes for our whole track, and then that's our other guitar cab. So yeah. Hey, thanks for that hot sub on Twitch. And I'm the chosen one, is that what you meant? New meatball in the pan. That's a sizzling sound. We do need a... Okay, you know what? We need a sizzling meat sound in a pan that you can play whenever somebody joins the stream. Or a new meatball hops in the pan. That's hilarious. Nuka, did you get rid of that bot? That was... No, didn't. You're fired. You're fired. You're freaking fired, dude. A bot came into chat trying to spam get cheap viewers, And you just said, nah, we'll let it slide. You didn't even see a bot. Jeez, unreal. You're freaking fired, dude. All right, we do want Deathclaw steaks. We do want ground mole rat. We do want... Actually, we're not gonna use coffee. The Ghoul's kind of a secondary character we have fun with sometimes. We're gonna do honey instead. Honey is pretty much the same thing as coffee. It's still hard AP refresh. It's just not as much. So honey is kind of a poor man's canned coffee. We don't need Mirelurk cake because that's rad resist. Mothman egg omelet. No, we don't need that because that's charisma. We don't need mountain honey because that's also charisma. Plus it only gives us 3 strength. We're looking for 6 strength. We could use quantums. It would be cool to have another heal, though. Besides... whatever. We'll just use the wilds. I mean, there's no other reason to have wilds, right? Nobody's going to trade for them. What's the point? Rad stag steak. We want 3. Slice of slime cake. You know what? We don't need the charisma, but that's pretty much a ghoul food, so we'll just use it anyway. Crit damage. Whiskey. We definitely want whiskey. That's for sure. All right. Does your band have a YouTube channel? Yes. It is Manhack. One word. M-A-N-H-A-C. On all streaming platforms, actually. YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon. The whole 9. You ever seen Sips create a human grinding factory in Fallout? That's metal. Somebody needs to make a song about that. That sounds pretty crazy. No, not adventure mode. But no, have not seen that. Fully automated Exter, I think he did it in Fallout 4. Oh, so it was a returning character from Fallout 4, is that what that is? Going on? Frozen?
Why aren't you working correctly?
Oh, wait. That's the wrong... We need to be on the Ghoul. Okay, so we're done muling. We got everything off of these characters that we need. We took everything off of the other characters that we got to use. So we should just be able to pick all this stuff up and good. Massive streamer. Oh, he did that in his camp. Massive human. That sounds pretty interesting. That sounds like raider activities. All right. All of this. You know, we're just going to take it out. All right. Now, we're going to hop into adventure mode. So, is that something, Conrad, that he did with his, like he put that in his base or something? made a camp where people get ran through a grinder or something. Is that what it is? That looks good. All right. So, what we'll do, since stat lock is a thing, we'll redo buffs. Network. Oh, what are you talking about? Twitch acting up for you guys? Use mods to attract mutants, etc. Grind them for... That's pretty cool. Okay, so... The camp just passively generates you scrap that drops from enemies, essentially. Right? That's neat. That's nifty. That's pretty sick! Stream on Twitch looks good. Alright, cool. Oh, there it is. Sick. Both on Twitch and YouTube. Dang, pulling that double duty. Thank you for your service. That's that real commitment, boy. Thank you for the lurk and the engagement. Well, technically, what would that be? Technically, that is a lurk, and then, yeah. A lurk and an active commentator at the same time. Love it, dude. All right, now we can run all our strength, and then we can run our max HP, and then we can run all big old food buffs. Brains bombs is good. Wing stew. We have carry weight, luck, intelligence. Why is intelligence only 3? Really weird. That's a bug. Mole rat, jerky. We can just use some of these wilds for just whatever reason. Toxic goo 1, Nuka-Cola wild 2. So this will be our healing section right here. We already had a lot of coffee. Dang. Okay. I actually just swapped that out for honey. We'll use the honey first. And then Pemmican, stag stew, seared venison with berries is about to end. Where's our melee damage? All right, it's still going. Okay. Nice. You have some raw flux and some inert flux. We'll just get rid of the raw flux because who cares? Bada bing, bada boom. Know how much work it is to build up a fan base. Like to help out where I can. Yeah, it's tricky. It is. Very tricky. There's a lot to figure out with that. A lot of moving parts. It's not as easy as just setting up something in OBS and then going live on Twitch, right? It's not that easy. All right, wait, did we stat lock all this? All right, so... Oh, we need more Psycho Buff. 67. We had Deathclaw Wellington, that would be 70. But we've only got Deathclaw Steak right now, so... It is what it is. It'd be great if it was 69. Nice. Get it? Because 69 means... No. PG stream. PG, well... We could do PG-13 and then... No. We're gonna do the right thing. PG. It's PG. He said the funny number. Yep. What a dumb weapon. Just what a dumb, stupid weapon. Why does this even exist? Why? Why does this thing even exist? How did the Bethesda mess this up that bad? Ad starts in 2 minutes! Thanks. Oops, caps.
Oops, caps.
Bring that all in. Oh! You running? Alright, well, you're gonna keep running, so... Not gonna be able to do this much longer. Not being able to do this anymore much longer. Nope. Well, no, that's fine.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
What is our... strong back bonus actually looking like? 88 carry weight. That's not much. Do we have a syringer? Yeah, we do. But it's not letting us use it. Oh, wait. We are out of stim packs. Hey, bud. Look over here, bud. Hey, bud. Look over here, bud. Don't mind that alt that nobody is using or playing at all. Oh, we ran out of stim packs. And we ran out of toxic goo. Holy moly. We gotta get the... Just gonna spam these wilds. Rip. Rip. Alright, we gotta get toxic goo. We gotta get toxic goo. You guys know what it is. The old ghoul grind. Come on! Healing solves. Is that the ghoul meta? Healing solves. That water's empty. What stim packs do we have? Well, we would have just got a couple extra ones, but all right. Well, there's some more stim packs and some more stealth boys. So we got something now. How would you do that? This weird bug happening right now. Where's our goo? Where's our goo? Server is crap. All right. There we go. And we just gotta sit here and hit R for about 4 hours in order to get enough. How many R's do you think are being hit right now? It's a lot. Hear that? It's a lot of R's. How many we got? 126? That's it? That's it? You can do better than that. I'm 62. Whatever. Oh, cool. It's doing that thing. All right. Music you guys make is heavy. Yeah. Appreciate that. Heck yeah, dude. Glad you dig it. Is that something you would, is that something you jam? Something you'd listen to at the gym? Something like that? That kind of stuff isn't for everybody. It's for a select niche of individuals. What else could we do? Are there any nuclear key cards on this account? Got some nukes. We need to drop some nukes. We need to mess up some raid bosses. Nope. Alright, some nuke bosses, not raid bosses. Not something I would play my wife around. If she wouldn't be into it.
Turn that shit off.
That's funny. Oh. What the... All right, where are we at? 64. Not bad. Not bad.
This is an automated message. Evacuation.
It would be, actually, it would be 69 if we didn't have a jetpack.
Exit in an orderly manner.
But we kind of need the jetpack for this.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
Why doesn't the syringer work? Do your job, dude. All right. Gone.
Warning, energy
Dead.
usage critical. Temperatures reaching unsafe levels.
Roasted.
Security bunker online.
Boom!
Take
Bam!
shelter.
Boom! Roasted! Hey! Yes, it does soak damage. If you stand on that platform, you just insta-die. So you have to stand on the power armor frame to not be able to do that. Yes. You could, if you have a jetpack, just kind of float on top of his head, but that one's a little bit trickier to do. Hey! Not sure how to say this. Surgit OBB777. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for that hot follow. How you doing? Thank you for coming by. Bring the alt in. Some extra rewards. Doing good, doing good. How are you feeling? Why do you leave the power armor in there? Yeah, that's something I would blame. That was slow AF. Okay, cool. Thanks for the feedback. Why are you here? Who cares? Who cares?
This is an automated message.
Unless that was sarcasm, then hey, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. But if it wasn't sarcasm, then nobody cares. But if it wasn't, then haha, that was funny. But if it was, then who cares?
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected.
All right. Let's see if this... Dude, does anybody have an idea as to why the syringer does this? Thanks, I love Fallout 76. Nice. Did you just start playing, or you been playing for a while? Oh crap! Wait a minute. Hold on. We gotta put this up here. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. No, that's it. Yeah, what is up with the syringer? Why does it... Okay, the Tesla rifle works, but the syringer doesn't. Really weird. Third person? No, yeah, see, it's doing the thing where it, yeah, it's doing the thing in third person where you know it's not gonna work, so... Oh, dude, you... absolute donk. Get on top of that thing. Dang it. Fallout 76, never really got into it that much. Don't like grinding games, much prefer Fallout 4. Yeah, that's kind of the thing with 76. I mean, it's an MMO, so it's gonna absolutely have that grind aspect to it. Even though it's not a true MMO, it has MMO elements. It's gonna have that, for sure, absolutely. Do you play guitar? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We be playing riffs. Yeah, for some reason in third person it does this. Yeah, see that? I don't know. I think 4 is more of a grind. 4 is more of a grind? No. I mean, there is, yeah, there is a grind to it for sure. But especially since there's not a level cap, essentially. Like in 3 in New Vegas, it wasn't nearly as much of a grind because you got to the final level cap and then it's like, all right, cool. But Fallout 4, there is a little bit more of that, but as soon as you introduce MMO elements, yeah, it's always going to be a grind for sure. XSPC Photon, what's up? Thank you for that. Hot follow on Twitch. Wait a minute. What is that name from?
This is an automated message.
Names from...
Please proceed to
Oh,
the nearest exit in
that's
an orderly manner.
Discord. Mole Rat Market. That's what it is. Yeah. What's up? Won a giveaway recently in that Discord, which was pretty cool. 100,000 of any ammo. That was pretty sick. Appreciate that. Check out his band on YouTube, Manhack. Hey, appreciate that. Don't even got a plug.
It's great when you ain't even gotta plug your own stuff, huh? You just got the guys in the chat and then they just plug it yourself and you ain't even gotta do it, huh?
Selfish. Selfish. Selfless. What is the phrase? How does it go? What are words? Shameless self-promotion. Okay. So this would be... What would be the opposite of shameless self-promotion? If somebody else is promoting the thing for you and you didn't ask them to do it, what would be the opposite of shameless self-promotion? That would be... didn't graduate past 3rd grade, so... gonna need a minute to sit on that. chilling. Maybe. Doing good. Doing good. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. How's the Discord running? Are you the Pexi, the single owner or admin or owner operator, founder owner operator of that Discord? Mort, what's up, dude? Always good to see you, man. Never know when Morp is going to be awake, because you stream at the craziest hours. Wake up at 6:30 a.m. and Morp has been live for 9 hours or something crazy. It's pretty nuts. Too high to comprehend that. Yeah, imagine how much worse it is for somebody that's never smoked not being able to comprehend that. Wow. Is that worse? That's probably worse somehow. That's definitely worse. It has to be worse, right? Hey! Thanks for that hot sub on the Twitches of the websites that we do the live streams on. And as Nuka would like to say, yes, a new meatball has joined the chat. We need to change the hydrate sound. It just sounds like someone taking a how should we put this? Very aggressive number 2 bathroom trip. Meat sizzle. Yeah. We got emotes. We got the Martabus. We got the damn meatballs. We got Doom Guy on a lawnmower in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So there's that. We got this. We got all that stuff. Someone broke the dam on that one. Oh, man.
Oh my god, you know, I never really understood why they make so much noise with it anyway. It's just like, shut up already. Wow. That was... Wow. Alright, well, these guys are good. So we're just gonna go ahead and... Oop, wrong one. There we go, that's correct.
Activating defense systems.
Manhack rips. Let's go. Just found a new favorite band. Yeah. Appreciate that. Somehow this is turning into a Manhack promotion stream, and that's pretty sick. Wasn't expecting that, but always good. Always good news. Come on, you big idiot. It's nuts, dude. It's ridiculous. So glad that gun is getting nerfed, because that is unheard of, hitherto undreamt of. Yeah, Mr. Morp, it's always good. The legend himself. He is. That man be streaming, dude. You think you stream? This dude, he be streaming. Streaming. He streams at the craziest hours too. When do you usually stream, Morp? full band. Which in the vibes. He loves the meatballs. Don't let him fool you. It is good. It is a good concept. For sure. Speaking bad bathroom movement. I didn't know they put Mr. Hanky in the chair. Your band's music is so nostalgic. I love it. Nostalgic. Wow. That is sick. That's a compliment we have not heard before. Interesting. So hearing our band for the first time, it's making you think back to previous moments in your life, or when you used to listen to certain bands at certain times or something like that. That's really cool. That's sick. What about it is nostalgic? That's really interesting. Just curious, because I've never heard that before about our music. Lucky Demon, what's up? Do you know what the max level in game is? In Fallout 76? Yep. There you go. Surge nailed it. Yep, it was 32,762. Or 32,767, that's what it is. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty high on up there, and it's pretty, you can get there, but I mean, at this point, if even with as old as the game is and as long as it's been out, if you're that high of a level, you probably got there when there was that. A while ago, there was this exploit where you could just get an insane amount of XP for a short period of time before they patched it, and a few people did that. So if you see a level 32,767 running around in your server, they probably did that. So it is what it is. You can get pretty high legitimately though. Like Mr. Westtech, for instance, does it legit, and he's over 10,000 now. But not sure if there's somebody that's actually hit level 32,767 legitimately. Meaning that person grinded to get that high. That would be insane if there's actually a legit 32,000. Used to go to an under 18s rock club when I was younger, and it just brings me back to then. Oh, that's sick. Nice. Okay, so it reminds you a lot of the music that you would have listened to or heard at that venue. Was it mostly local bands, underground bands, or were there some touring acts that came through? Or maybe it was a while ago and you don't remember, but Moorbase and Night Tailor are about 16K. Okay, so those are two people that got there legitimately. That might be the peak then. How long has this game been out? Released November 14th, 2018. This game, this November, the game will be 7 years old. Times 365. Hey, Dylan Carpenter, thanks for that hot subscription on the YouTubes. Thank you very much. So, when Fallout 76 turned 7, November 14th, it would have been active for 2,555 days, right? So, even if you're level 16,000, you would have had to gain 6 levels a day for 7 years straight to get that. On average, you would have had to average 6 levels a day for 7 years. And it's not even the 7-year mark yet, so it's actually more than that. It's probably about 7 levels per day, but let's see. Okay, let's say somebody was 32,767, right? Let's say that's what their level was. All right, let's divide that by 2,555 days. You would have to, if you wanted to be the absolute max cap in this game, you would have to get almost 13 levels per day for 7 years on average to get that high. Dog. 84 intelligence, West Tech runs. I mean, you would have to do that every single day for... That's nuts. I mean, it may be a little bit... Maybe you wouldn't have to spend as much time, but the only thing you would be doing if you wanted to do that now, snake farms. I mean, you would just be farming the snake over and over again. You would have more defeats on the snake than anyone else that has played this game at that point. So, that's nuts. Your friend got 20,000 levels killing the snake for 6 months? What? Dog. There's no way, dude. 20,000. Hold on. 182 days. What? Dude, he would have had to average 109 levels per day for 6 months straight to gain 20,000 levels. And each level in this game is, well, what is it? 158, 159,000 after level 1,000, which you can do with the snake farms. You can get 1 or 2 levels each time you kill the snake if your intelligence is high enough, but, or at least if you have lunchboxes going probably, but that's nuts. There was a thing for a while where people were, well, no, you can still farm the snake that easily. I don't know. There might have been a little bit of help that person had to do that. Because that's crazy. That's nuts. Mainstream bands that played like a DJ would play the music. They had an upstairs, which My Chemical Romance playing, etc., and downstairs had heavier music, and that's where you went most of the time. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Well, that's awesome that you dig the stuff. That's sick. Saying that it's nostalgic for you is a huge compliment, because it's easy as when, well, it's easy, but oftentimes you hear, oh, hey, that's heavy, or hey, that makes me want to punch a hole through a baby or something, right? And that's kind of the immediate kind of superficial emotion that a lot of people hear when they listen to some kind of music like that, especially people that don't listen to that music, right? If you show that kind of music to somebody who doesn't listen to metal, their first instinct is going to be like, let's go, like, let's do some stuff, let's go to the gym, right? But to have our music impact somebody to an extent to where, even if you just listen to it briefly, right, and you haven't put our whole discography on repeat, but to have that kind of help that person to go back to a time much further back in their life when they were a lot younger, and then now you kind of have that nostalgia tied with it. Nostalgia is a much more difficult emotion to invoke out of people. Right, you can make people angry pretty quickly, but nostalgia is an interesting one. So I appreciate you saying that, because that's sick. That's awesome. Really enjoying. Wait, hold on. Where are we at? That's some crazy farming. Yeah, that's nuts. That might have been assisted. Assisted, but I mean, who cares? Whatever. It's just levels, and at this point, you get to a point in this game where levels don't really mean anything anyway. So I mean, it's whatever. Who cares? 120 levels every hour. Every hour. That is not legit. That is a cheat. That is a BA2 file. That is something. Honestly, has to be 120 an hour. 120, even 120 levels a day is really enjoying what Nerd does with the Bethesda games and stuff like, can you finish Fallout 4 without only using a rolling pin? Yeah, those videos are cool. Those are cool. or the ones where finish X game without doing any damage, or finish X game without taking any damage. Those are nuts. Especially the ones, there was a lot of videos going around when Doom Eternal came out, for instance, in 2020. Not sure if anybody played that, but there was a lot of videos going around about that game where they were beating bosses or the final boss without taking damage, which is nuts. If you've ever played Doom Eternal, you know how crazy that is to do. About to check out your XP video. Ooh, sick. Nice. Dylan Carpenter, what's up? Thanks for that subscription on the YouTubes. Hunt you down with this Amazon Prime sub. Woo! Woo! Chad. Big Chad movement. Big Chad energy. Thank you for that. That's smart too, because not sure if you guys realized or not, but you have Amazon Prime, you can sub to any Twitch streamer for free. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people have Twitch subs and they don't realize that they have that thing just kind of sitting there. Use it. You ain't got to use it on this channel. Hunt You Down did, which is sick. Appreciate that. But you don't have to. Just use it on somebody. Don't let it go to waste. Even if Twitch takes half of that, whatever. Use it. Nope, that's not the right one. How to check out your XP video. I'm at level 180, trying to get to that 350 mark. Ooh, yeah. That video has everything you need. What's cool too is that's what's tricky about those videos is they often don't survive season changes. Right, the new season comes in, they change around all the perk cards and all that stuff. So those XP videos usually only last one season, and then you kind of have to make a new one. But even though they're making a lot of changes with the upcoming season on Tuesday, there's nothing that really changes with intelligence and charisma. So even though you're not going to see things like Bulletstorm in that video, because it's from this season, everything in that video is still going to apply to right now or when season 22 hits. Hey, Drizzle, gonna butcher this. Drez Nur 56 with that 7-person raid. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. But yeah, that's what's great about the XP video is it's still going to be relevant for the next season that starts on Tuesday. So if any of you guys want to learn how to grind the scoreboard fast, you can still watch that video and get your intelligence as a human up to 86 or get it up over 90 if you do a bloody ghoul, the whole nine. So all the equipment, all the gear, all the perk cards for at least intelligence and charisma is concerned don't change. So that video thankfully has survived another season, which is cool. Because those videos take a long time to make. Don't ask how many hours it takes to make that kind of a video. No, seriously. Don't ask. Please don't ask. Uses his magic. He's swearing no matter what, music can fix everything. You're right. You're right. Nostalgia is one of the coolest things about music. How you can listen to a song and it can either remind you of a time in your life earlier, even if that's the first time you heard that song, or you can listen to a song that you haven't listened to in 15 years and it immediately takes you back to that. Posting bulletins on MySpace, right? Favorite guitar player? Probably Steve Vai. Probably Steve Vai, honestly. Probably Steve Vai. Hey, the Conrad KW. Thank you for that follow. Conrad KW with that, also that Prime sub. Y'all are lighting this stream up. This is awesome. Thank you so much. Oh my god, so many new meatballs in the pan. Love to see it. Yo, what are you guys doing over here? Hey, man. Not very nice. Got Doom and finished it a couple of times. Oh, sick. Doom Eternal or 2016 or both. I'm excited for my building. It's my favorite thing to do in this game. The building overhaul is awesome. The new menu just makes so much sense, honestly. It's just so much easier just to see stuff and get around it. The only small gripe would be that everything should be in alphabetical order, right? But whatever. But yeah, the building system is way better. Make very detailed immersive builds. Oh, that's right. I remember watching your YouTube channel. Yo, so guys, Hexy has a awesome YouTube channel. And her builds are insane. They are incredibly detailed. Just right. She's right. They look so good. They're badass. So go check out our YouTube channel. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yep. I did see your YouTube channel. I was like, yo. Because I don't build in this game. Not really my cup of tea, but people that do and they're really good at it, it's fascinating to watch because it's just kind of like a thing where it's like, how did you do that? How did you come up with that in your brain first off, and how did you even build that? It's nuts. So yeah, props to you. Your builds are legit, 100%. Absolutely. Me from my other account. Oh, okay, cool. Appreciate that. Both Dooms, well, all of them actually love the originals as well. Okay, so you've been dooming since day one, huh? You've been doing some deep dooming. A nice builder? Yeah, but yeah, there's nice people in the game sometimes, believe it or not. Sometimes. It depends on what type of Fallout 76 experience you're going for and what type of Discord you go into will dictate the type of people that you get, but no, it's some of them. All right, we needed what did we need? Did we need Psycho Buff or Nuka Dark? Which one? You subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Maybe Streamlabs will decide to show that notification. Maybe it won't. Who knows? Thank you either way, though. That's awesome. Can you please have a discussion with Weasel about his builds? What do we need to discuss? There's nothing to... The first build is fine. But the rest of them are just there because they serve a purpose. And that's it. But again... Oh, Psycho Buff. That's what we needed. Wait. Where'd all that Psycho Buff go? We dropped Psycho Buff off in that suitcase, whatever. We'll just have to do it again. I get high and just build. Ah, that's where it comes from. Okay. You get high. You get some munchies, some snacks, and you just build. Just let her loose. Well, just let her loose and see what she does. Sivi wrote me a handwritten personal letter for Christmas time. What? Seriously? That is awesome. Need to see that sometime. That'd be sick. That'd be sick to see that, but that's cool. I saw him live, saw Steve Vai live once, and it was the most insane guitar playing that you'll ever see live. Just how... Where is all the psycho buff? Alright, maybe it's on the Kim mule. Maybe this...
That would explain where the Kims are. Maybe the Kims are on the Kim mule.
Is he? That's cool. Yeah, it was phenomenal, honestly. I mean, just standing there, watching him, like when For the Love of God came on and he started playing that. It's crazy because it just all sounds backtracked. He's so good that it just sounds like he's playing air guitar while they're just playing the recording over the sound system, over the PA, right? But, you know, because it's Steve Vai, he's actually playing it. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's insane.
Well, he's talking about building. What? What is he talking about? Building. I remember when they invented building. I always hated it.
Feel that. Same. Kim Stash. Anyone else love this? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the entire existence of this guy. Kim Weasel is just to store Kims and nothing else. Oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on. This guy's entire existence is to store Kims. So that way we can drop them in there hot and heavy when that update drops. Okay, so there's some psycho buff. All right, so we'll take some of that out. What is going on here? All right, so now we'll have Kim's. Oh, also nuclear key cards. Want to do some nukes. Want to see how fast we can take down the Scorch Beast Queen. Because coming up soon, we're not going to be able to do that. Because rip Shredder. Shredder's getting nerfed into oblivion. So we will no longer be able to solo or realistically solo the Scorch Beast Queen, which actually we can do that on an alt character. We can do that on a private, actually. Let's do that. So let's do that on a private. Hype train. Ooh, you guys been... Oh, I ain't even... Honestly, I ain't even been keeping track of that. You guys been hyping that train up? It's too bad it's not a hype bus. So you guys could use Marta Bus emote in chat. But you know what? Bus, Marta Bus, train, same thing, right? Same difference. Kim Weasel won't need to really exist after this update. No. He'll get deleted. And then probably just make another general mule in his place. Maybe. Who knows? I mean, the main mule actually doesn't really even he's not even over encumbered because of being able to take all those Kims off and put them on a separate Kim account. And then with the stash, the aid box, the mule account that's storing all the crap isn't even over encumbered anymore. So not going to be much of a need for another mule like that again. All right, so let's update this. The stat lock is still a thing. So we need to get our buffs based around that. JHM, but I can't play anymore because I have a disease. You have JEM. What is JEM? That's sorry to sucks to hear, man. What disease is that? Does it prevent you from playing guitar, or is it like a nerve system thing or something? What is JEM though? Is that like a special kind of guitar, or short for something? All right, we got luck and perception. This is going to be agility and perception. And then we're going to get strength and intelligence. And then we're going to run a silo in a private. And then we're going to solo. Actually, JEM signature guitar Steve I. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. It's all coming together now. And a who and I had, and a high. You have 8 of those? That's crazy, dude. That's nuts. Supreme Guitar Collector. Yeah, the only one I've got is that, which is an American Strat. That acoustic, which is just some Yamaha acoustic thing. That's a 5-string Spectre jazz bass. That Rex Brown signature. And then that's the main one. PRS. Baritone 6-string. It's baritone, so it comes B standard from the factory. 28-inch neck. It's got an Evertune bridge that we put on, or that the guitar guy put on after it. He did all the work. Let's clarify that. And then a nail bomb pickup in the bridge. And that also has the wireless unit in the back of it, which is pretty sick. Ibanez brand. Yeah, he's been playing Ibanez since day one, right? There's also a couple more out there. An old bass, a couple older guitars, but I mean that's the main one that we use for Manhack for sure. The Strat we've used on a couple of songs when we needed some good clean tones, because the Strat's really good at clean tones. Play Windows to the Soul. What is that? I haven't even heard of that before. Oh, it's a song by Steve Vai. Hadn't heard that one before. Need to go look that up, actually. All right, let's get all of our other buffs. Gonna need to redo serum soon. We'll do max HP on a team because there's not really much else magazine-wise that's going to boost the shredder. Actually, there's nothing magazine-wise that'll boost the shredder, pretty sure. We'll do brain bombs. Carnival pie, stingwing stew is good. Deathclaw steak. Yeah, that always comes off for some reason. It's really weird that the Deathclaw steak and the Wellington still to this day just randomly disappear for no reason. Be nice if they fix that. Want to try to get a +2 buff to strength. There we go. Boom. There's that +2 strength for the twist. Alert jerky. We already did that. We'll do it again. Rad stag stew. That one's still got some time. Luck, charisma, perception. All right, do we have crit damage? Yep. All right, so if we do psycho buff and dark, brings us to 61. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's only 61. It's supposed to be a lot higher than that. That's weird. I don't know, like it really matters, but... Alright. Dang, it's been so long. Oh. The Ghoul has not discovered any nuke locations yet. Actually, crap, we're not going to be able to do a nuke on this character because this character has not done the quest for it. Ha ha! Ha ha! Fooled ya! Gotcha! You thought we was going to do a nuke. Nope. Used to play guitar and bass in 20s. It's been so long since I held one. Guitar and bass. Yeah, if you're a guitar player, you're pretty much also a bass player. You can do pretty much both. Playing Fallout 76 with 20 accounts, 20 games, 20 scoreboards. What? Wait a minute, what? What? Hold on. 20 accounts? Ow. How you do that? How you do that? How 20 accounts work? Claim a workshop. Alright, well. Tyler County Fairgrounds is cool. Because there's a few bobbleheads right near it, so... Nope, no bobbleheads in this spot either. Usually there's one over here where we just checked over there. There's not one in that area. Nope. Unless it fell on the ground. No, there's usually one right there, but not anymore. Whatevs. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, this game is fun. It's super addicting. Even just having a second account is really helpful. For sure. That's weird spot for a turret. that's a pretty lonely turret up there. The scope sucks. Take this thing off. Yeah, see? What is this thing doing, dude? Look how he's holding it. Everything else works, though. Yo, the game is freaking the freak out right now. Build anything in a workshop or camp. Alright, well, that's easy enough. What? 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 Is Is it because it was stored? That might have been what it was. Easy enough. Ooh, rubber banding. Nice. Alright. Sell a ballistic weapon to an NPC vendor. Ooh, that's an epic too. Nice. The feature working as intended, always. Unintended features or features. The game always works. No bugs ever. Dang it. You know, the ini file change to where you spawn in faster is great because it really does help, but there's sometimes where it just does not. That's one of those times where it does not help. So, in the end of the day, does it really help you to spawn in faster? If you have to do things like go to daily ops or reset the game? Probably not. Tough to say.
Life is an adventure. Are you up to the challenge?
Alright, let's wrap this stuff. And then we're gonna make some weapons to scrap to give to the vendor. What was... It wasn't a certain specific weapon, was it? Sell a ballistic weapon. Okay. Interesting. That counts, right?
Prepare for danger. Prepare for adventure. Prepare for survival.
Alright. There's that. Weeklies is done. Actually, that should be all of them now before the update. Right? Because weeklies still have... Yeah, okay. So that was the last one. I mean, there's this repeatable, but... Yeah, we're going to be pretty good. Season is at rank 211. We still have some points left. Which honestly, some of these points might go to Scout's banner. Since they're adding the whole... They're revamping the entire auto-res system with the update. So Scout's banners could be cool to try out. But there's always perk coins as well. Fine Vault 63. Nah. 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 Let's go say what's up to the queen. Let's see how quickly a shredder takes her out. Spoiler alert, it's going to be really fast. Where you at? Nothing? Oh. There you is. Wow. Just wow. Oh. Why did you do that? All the places you could have landed. You had to land right there. Rip. Nice to know you. God. This weapon. Really, it's fun to just do that ridiculous amount of damage. But it definitely needs to be nerfed. That is just so ridiculous. Maybe it didn't need to be nerfed as much as it is getting nerfed, but I'm doing this. Yeah, that's insane. That's wild.
Goodbye. Nice to know ya.
Yeah. Stat lock. Gotta update it. That kind of sucks, man. I mean, stat lock is cool. It can actually make you stronger than if you're not using it. But the problem with it is it takes a lot of maintenance. They just need to get rid of stat lock and they just need to fix it because it's either you're doing way more than what it actually says or what you actually think, or you're doing way less because of it. And it kind of sucks. Best headphone with mic for gaming. That's an interesting question. Perhaps somebody else that's watching right now or that's in chat can give some recommendations on things that they might have used. This is not a mic and headphone combo. Obviously, it's two separate. It's a separate microphone and separate headphones. And this microphone and these headphones are based more around recording music, not for gaming. You could buy this microphone to talk into Discord, but spending $400 on it just to scream at somebody in a Call of Duty lobby is probably a bit excessive. So, not sure, honestly. Can't even remember the last time that I had to use a headphone mic combo. Of course, the typical answer is going to be just go to Amazon and read the reviews, but that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for something more than that. Don't use mics on headphones. Sure beats everything. You're right. But some people, that's the thing though, is some people don't understand audio like that and they don't want to set it up. And it is super easy to just kind of plop that thing on there, right? But this setup isn't for everybody. It sounds great, but if you don't know what an XLR cable is, this isn't for you. This person doing? And a new person out of the vault is just kind of creeping on the alt over there. That's funny. Sure does beat everything though, and there's also other options too for Shure microphones. You don't have to spend $400 like with this thing. There's cheaper Shure microphones. So one that they came out with recently that was specifically for podcasters and stuff that's a lot cheaper. It's about half the cost. But again, even $150, $160 for a mic just to talk on Discord it can be a lot. It'll sound great, but oh, you've got what do you have? SM7B or a 58 or something? All right, we've got this guy. We've got those. We got to redo mutations. All right, we have our strength bobblehead still going. Need to get our damage T. Always redoing them buffs. You guys know how we do. Okay, so for some reason on a Ghoul using Carnivore and Herbivore, Brain Bombs only gives 3 intelligence. But if you use Broiled Scorch Beast Brain, it'll give you 8. That's really weird. There's something wrong with Ghouls and using Carnivore and Herbivore at the same time. There's a lot of weird bugs with that. Radstag Stew's about to run out. We have Crowned Mole Rat. Nope. Nuka. Get that strength. There it is. And then... Don't really need luck. But, whatever. Nice to have. Alright, cool. We should be good. SM7B. You moving stuff around in the background? Nope, just the camera. Trying something different. Also tried this thing where, just did this. Boom. See, so this camera got moved from this speaker sitting on top of it to sitting on top of this one. But what we could also do is we could make you think that it's still in the same spot and just flip it, right? Because that's where it normally is, at least from your perspective. But, yeah, I don't know. This one's cool. You can also just flip it back. Yeah, it was cool. Just wanting to try something different. What, Conrad? What all do you have running with the SM7B? Do you just have it by itself, or do you have it plugged into something else, like a preamp or something, or do you do any other effects to it or something like that? What is going on? Game is... Alright, we just got to get a buttload of toxic goo. You know how it is. Half the stream is going to be a ghoul standing in toxic goo, collecting toxic goo. Ghoul players, you guys know. You guys knows what's up. That toxic goo grind, though.
That's what she said.
Blow it out your ass.
Need to put some Duke Nukem clips in that, gotta goo that toxic goo to goo. Read that right the first time. What's up?
Blow it out your ass.
Okay, alright. We get it. Thanks. Thanks, bud. What is this one?
No, God, please, no!
Oh, that's what that is. Oh, that's a coin slot. What is this one?
This pisses me off.
Cloud Lifter and a Focus Scarlet 2i2, another special but great for podcast streaming. Oh, okay, so you know audio. You know audio. Okay. Yeah, so this setup is pretty similar. It's this SM7B. It's into a launcher, a Soyuz launcher preamp, which is the same thing as a Cloud Lifter. Essentially, it's just a little different. And then it goes into the interface, which is a Studio 192 for Studio One. So, yeah, that's cool. You a audio person. Clap. Funny moment. Need to level up to get some perk cards for leveling. Your leveling build is newer and up to date than the one I was using. Perks was out of date. Using all my cards to scrap them to level legendary card. Newer and up to date than the one that I was using. Perks out of date. Scrap level legendary cards. Oh, so okay, so you might have got mixed up there. Yeah, man, that's what's tough. Trying to make those videos again, like we were talking about earlier. You might have been there for that part of the stream, maybe not, but it's tough because they change things so much that you spend hours and hours. Like a lot of content creators spend hours and hours making videos like that for this game, only for the next season for it to get completely changed. Thankfully, that XP video is going to survive this next season as well. So that's cool. Because that video took a long time to make. So it's good that people can still utilize it. Even if a couple of perk cards are different, it's not going to affect total charisma and intelligence builds. So, or the total intelligence you can get, things like that. Film producer, director, my day job. I used to play around with audio. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you're in that little bit of that audio video lighting realm. Heck yeah, that's cool. Was from summer last year. Oh yeah, dude, it's crazy to think that doesn't really seem like it's that far away, but in Fallout 76 updates, that's so far that's so long ago. So much has changed since last summer in this game that the perk card loadout is almost unrecognizable. That's nuts. It's crazy. Crazy talk. Yeah, if you were to pull up a max intelligence build, because honestly, charisma didn't even... Yeah, there wasn't, at that time, there wasn't even an incentive to boost charisma because the old version of Inspirational just did a flat XP bonus, which was cool, but you didn't need to rank up charisma as high as possible to get that little extra amount. It was just about intelligence. And even then, the amount of intelligence you could get wasn't as high as it is now. Snake Raid's best XP grind. Absolutely. Yeah, if you can get it set up to where you can do snake runs, either yourself with an alt character or with a team of somebody, that's number one, XP grind. Absolutely. It's just a lot of people don't have access to that. They don't have a secondary alt character on another computer, or they don't have people in the game that do that or know how to do it. But if you can, and that's an option for you, yeah, that's the fastest way to do it. To level up and to grind the scoreboard and all that. So that's why it was also worth mentioning in that video all of the other methods. West Tech and Expeditions, for instance, because sometimes too, man, just running the same thing over and over and over and over and over again just gets boring. So sometimes in order to maintain your sanity, it's good to just do something different for a little bit. Westek's cool for a couple hours or so, but after about 2 or 3 hours, it gets boring. So it's like, all right, let's go to raids. Let's do that for a little bit. Okay, expeditions. Having the extra stamps is always nice to learn the extra plans and stuff. So, okay, do that for a little bit, even though expeditions aren't the most XP per minute on average. But you still get a decent amount. So it's fun to change it up. But yeah, if you only had to do one and you had that as an option, Snake Farm, absolutely. No contest. 300k each time. Boom, boom, boom. Woo! Yeah, that's the way to do it.
This is an automated message. Evacuation is in progress. Please proceed to the nearest exit in an orderly manner. Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
All right, let's see if this syringer works. Oh. Why you do that? One sec now, I'd like to do that raid, but don't think at 180 that slap together armor set with sword mods is going to cut it. Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky, especially if you, it gets a lot more difficult too if you want to do a high intelligence, high charisma build through the raids and run bloodied. Even if you're getting in and out of power armor, it's still tough. Yeah, but Westek is, if you don't have access to raids, Westek is probably going to be your best XP per hour on average. Unless you can farm, maybe if you can farm the Guardian, this guy. All right, we're going to try to get on top of this. Yeah, oh, I almost had it. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, Westek's great. It gets kind of boring, it gets kind of redundant, but yeah, it's definitely a good option for grinding XP, for sure. Tried and true. I mean, heck, you got to think about it. That's how most people that are super high levels now, up until fairly recently, that was the main method for grinding XP for years. It was that. And then throwing a couple expeditions in there is always cool. Just to keep you from getting bored. Honestly.
This is an automated message. Evacuation is in progress.
Evacuation is to the nearest exit in an orderly manner. Please proceed to the Deathadder. Please proceed to the Deathadder in an orderly manner.
If you gotta walk in there, then you gotta do it in a orderly manner. You gotta do it slowly. You just walk in and you chill out, alright? Or else we're gonna go, or else things are gonna get crazy, alright? If you don't calm down when you're walking in here, you're gonna get your block rocked. right off your face, right off your body. Somebody's gonna knock your block off. Your head's gonna be on the ground. You're gonna be walking around like Sleepy Hollow, headless, on a horse. How does that even work? Who knows, huh? Nobody even knows, but that's gonna be you if you walk into the place and you're acting up, huh? So just calm down. Ain't nobody gotta throw no hands. You just gotta get ready, and you just gotta calm down, and you just do what you do, and then you get in there, and you left in your job, and you jab, and you just do it.
Sure. Oh! All right, we got to bring the alt in, but he's being attacked by things. There we go. He on the way. Hey. Old Dollar Mindy. Rip. No, not rip. He's not dead. But just whatever. Rip because nobody uses that emoji. That's what it is. Even though that's probably one of the best ones. Dollar Mindy in a rave. Come on, guys. All right.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected.
Oh, we got to get rid of all that ammo. Yep. Syringer gonna work? Nope. What a jerk. What a fish. Come on. There you go. Yeah, light it up. Yeah, light it up. Big idiot. Oh, wait. Actually, you know what? Let's try this. Let's see if we can do it.
Warning, energy usage critical.
No.
Temperatures reaching unsafe levels. Security bunker online.
What just happened?
Take shelter.
Nope. Alright, we'll go ahead and let the alt eat it real quick.
Eat it! Eat it!
Come on now. Load that thing up. Load it up. There it is. It would definitely help if we had a full set of troubleshooters, but you know what? Don't really want to... Not really in the mood to waste a bunch of resources on this character.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
Ringer's not. Oh, it works! Wow, it actually worked that time. Alright, let's try to actually... What? There it is. Alt is still alive. That is hilarious. Come on! There you go. Now we're on to something. How's that not doing reflective damage? That's really weird. Oops, got bullet shield and ricochet are on. Unless this is just bugging out right now. Come on, big idiot. Yeah. What? Yo, that rubber banding was serious. Rip. Oh, you can't stand on that light. Nice.
Security bunker online. Take shelter.
He dead. He big dead. What an idiot. What a big dummy. What a big dummy. What a big idiot. What an absolute donk. All right, BRB.
Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
All right. Dude, welcome back. Thanks. Thanks for having us. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, woo. There is a Scorch Beast dropping right now. Ooh, just in time. Ooh, bud. Where'd that Scorch Beast go? Alright, we're about to see how fast that this is going to take the Scorch Beast down. 60 strength. Strength bobblehead still going. We can get a twist going. Get some more strength. Charisma. Endurance. There it is. Strength. Wait, why is Nuka Dark only giving us... That's kind of weird. It should be with Party Boy. Okay, we gotta have both of those. Alright, that's fine. So we've got that now, and then we don't have Deathclaw Stake. Of course, that just comes off randomly for no reason. Now, strength is at 68. Nice. Oh, bud. They about to be so mad at this nuke. Hopefully there's nobody that's saying, man, really hope this Scorch Beast Queen takes forever. Hopefully nobody is saying that, because as soon as this thing lands, boy, she gonna be done. She gonna be dead. Alright, so the syringer works. So that's good. Trying to hit this thing without VATS and without a crosshair is funny. What you doing? Hmm? What you doing? Hmm? Hmm? That's not... What you got? Rapid on that? You got plus 25% fire rate mod on that Gatling gun? See you later. Ha! This guy didn't even get to use his BA2 on the... Yeah, dude. Oh, that looks cool. Dude, what mod you got on that? Dude, what mod you got on that gun? That's funny. Dude, what mod you got on that thing? Dude, what 4-star is that? That's funny. Well, the queen got deleted, so we all knew that was gonna happen. Ha-ha! Just curious, what headphones do you use? What do you think about them? So, these are AKG K240 Studios. They are phenomenal. Flat response, relatively speaking. They do a really good job of just giving you the audio as it is without any coloring of the sound. Mixing on headphones is iffy for sure, but if you're going to, this is definitely the ones you would want. Especially for the price, you just get so much value out of these things. And it also sounds really good on games because of that also, because it's not coloring the sound up. You're just hearing it from the game how you're supposed to hear it, right? These headphones are phenomenal. Audio quality is great. They are relatively inexpensive and the build quality is good as well. So, highly recommend for sure. All right, well, we got a free leader. So that's always cool. Yeah. Love that. Sick. Yes, headphones are awesome. Dang, that's a lot of stuff. Fusion cores. I haven't used fuel at all, so that's kind of pointless. Profitable whale. Those default names are hilarious. All right, well, we definitely want cola nut. So that way, Nuka Dark can give us +6 to strength. Actually, wait, hold on a minute. We don't even need to do that. We have whiskey. Yeah, we have whiskey. And that gives us +6 without needing Nuka Dark. Yeah, we're just going to do that. Yep. Yeah. Should have been doing that the whole time. Whatever. You live and you learn. 68 strength. And actually, We can get it higher.
Prepare for danger. Prepare for adventure. Prepare for survival.
Bing, bang, bada, boom. Zing, zang, yada, yada, yada. 70. Oh, wait. No, no, no. No, no, that was a lie.
Please do not.
That was a lie.
Resource security patrol.
67. Oh, you jerk. What came off? $70. Yeah, it's so tough to chasing buffs like that is always so difficult to. There's no we almost had 72. Whatever. 70's enough, right? Probably. Almost 700 carry weight. It's probably fine. Oh, wait, actually. We can go back to the camp now. And redo the strength buff. So that'll be another one. We could redo stat lock while we're here. What are other ways we could get strength? Leo. No, he doesn't have a strength buff. There's no allies that give strength buffs. Right? Does anybody know about the camp ally buffs? Pretty in depth. Pretty sure there's not a strength buff that you can get from an ally. So we definitely want to get the bench press going. Because that's going to give us +2. And since we're running stat lock, strong back will do a lot more work. I wonder what strong back will give you at 70, 72 strength. It has to give you at least 100 extra carry weight, right? Even though all perk cards like that have diminishing returns after a certain amount, because that's just the way the game is. 70 strength, though, that's got to be... That's got to be a lot of stuff you can carry. Boom. All right, we are in the day. So that means solar powered is giving us +3. Let's see how we can get it here. All right, we got this guy going. Yeah, 72. Yep. Is that with Nuka Cola? Wait, where did it go? It hasn't been 10 minutes already. Who knows? Stat lock might have messed that up. All right, there it is. Nuka Twist strength 69. Why does it go down? All right, something's happening in the Pip-Boy when we do Nuka Darks or when we do Twist that causes Deathclaw Steak to disappear. And now we're back at 72. This game is so weird. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Uranium fever. It might do uranium fever. I don't know. I don't know. All right, maybe the syringer's gonna work this time. What do you guys think? Syringer gonna work? No? Maybe.
Please proceed to the nearest exit in an orderly
Oh, we don't have a jetpack, so... Okay, the armor trick is gonna be... trickier. We can try, though. Have that extra strength.
Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
So weird. So strange. We do have all of that going. Okay. Ah, that was it. God.
Warning, energy usage critical. Temperatures reaching unsafe levels.
God, dude, it's so ridiculous. It needs to be nerfed. It really does, but man, that's fun. Oh, wow. Unheard of. It kind of makes you think if what the next, if they're gonna mess something up in the next season, and then that's gonna be the new top DPS. I mean, what are the chances that we have something in Fallout 76 that's that broken, like how the Shredder is right now? Probably not. At least maybe not for a while until they decide to mess something else up again in the future. But we're probably not gonna have something in the next season, or maybe in the foreseeable future, that's as broken as the Shredder is right now in the live game. Probably not. There's no way, right? Because we know it's not going to be the Shredder or the Auto Axe. The Auto Axe isn't going to be it again, Because for a minute there, the auto axe and the shredder were kind of going back and forth, but not even going to be that anymore because both of the auto axe and the shredder got severely nerfed. So those are going to suck on Tuesday. What's Strongback doing at 69?
Evacuation is in progress. Please
90
proceed to
carry
the
weight.
nearest
Okay.
exit in an orderly manner.
That doesn't seem like... Strongback should be stronger than that.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
Oops. Alright, we're gonna be able to pull this off. This is not looking good.
Warning, energy usage critical. Temperatures reaching unsafe levels.
Oh, that's bad.
Take shelter.
Not really gonna matter, but... Haha! Did it still, so that's cool. Nice. Let's see if we can do a little bit of uranium fever. Hit these mole miners with something they never seen before.
Adequate uranium volume extracted and processed. Output quantity increased. Detecting terminated management personnel. Remove this individual.
Hey, man. Knock it off. Honestly, since we have full choo-choos on this, we could just... we could just run around the whole time. We don't even need to attack anything. We can just auto-run the whole stage. Don't even... Choo-choos is so dumb. It's really cool that it's getting buffed, though. Having it stack with changing it to pain train stacks and having pain train being able to add stack on top of choo-choos is really cool. That's going to be awesome. Especially with all the bleed stuff that they're adding. They're adding perk cards where you do more damage if the target is bleeding. Bleed damage is more effective. So that's going to be cool to try out too. Just running around, getting XP, tagging enemies by just running in circles. Alright, and then you see these guys. So even when you do this in VATS, when you VATS target something and then have auto run going and you run around circles, you run circles around them, Choo-Choo's is still proccing if you do that. So like this. Yeah, see, it just procced. It's not the most consistent thing, but you can just run circles around enemies and Choo-Choos will just keep proccing. Ooh, someone else dropped a nuke. Nice. Where's that one going? Scorch Beast. Cool, cool. Love it.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Come on. What we got? 30 seconds left? That's what's,
Adequate uranium volume extracted and processed. Output quantity increased.
see, you just VATS them and then auto run in circles. And depending on where they're at, what they're doing. Alright, it's not doing it right now.
Extraction
Huh,
complete.
that's weird.
Extractors must complete cleaning and ventilation process before continuing operation.
Well, it's supposed to do that, but you guys saw it earlier at least. Auto running with the full Choo-Choos or Pain Train. You VATS a target, but you don't attack them, and you just do circles around them, will cause Pain Train and Choo-Choos to repeatedly proc. If it works correctly, it's supposed to do that. Maybe they'll fix that to where it procs a little more consistently. All right, where are we at now? So let's see. Boom, bang. We still got 10 minutes on the strength bobblehead, so that's cool. Are there any magazines we can use that are worth a crap? No, not really. Probably not. All right, we can redo our Nuka Twist. Because we know that probably came off. We'll do 2 perception. No. We want +2. We want +2. Oh my god. That wasn't even... Oh yeah, it was. Never mind. That wasn't the blast zone. Nuka Twist. Come on, give us that strength. It's gonna take a second for her to land anyway, so we can go ahead and get these rolling again. Intelligence. Charisma. Strength. Now we're at 67. Alright, we just lost the Deathclaw stake, even though we literally just took it. Doesn't make any sense. Alright, well, strength is at 70, so... Where's the... Where's the Scorch Beast Queen? Oh, she way over here. She way over here. How much health she got left? That's pretty good. Died by your own bullet. What a loser, dude. What a fish. What a fish. Alright, got that alt loaded in. Nice. What plans did we get? Calibrated shocks? Be funny if we did. That'd be hilarious if that dropped.
This is an automated message. Evacuation is in progress. Please proceed to the nearest exit in an orderly manner. Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
Nope. Well, at least the syringer lives with us in spirit. Encrypted. Yeah. What are you doing? Wake up. Yeah, shoot the things. Just like as soon as it touches him, just, you're dead. You're done. You're dead. You're done. You're dead. You're done. See you later. Encrypted. Ooh, and then there's test your metal. Nice. Lots of robots. Troubleshooter's set would be really handy right now for sure.
Alright, listen up, agents. If you're hearing this, that means I left unfinished business for you. That don't sit well with me. You've just initiated the recall process for a rogue assaultron. A tough one. This thing's got a shield so strong, hardly anything will dent it. But I have just the solution for that.
Do you?
There are 3 pylons set up around the area. Starting one of these up makes you a conduit.
Is this that robot you tried to interface with?
Juice that pumps from you right
That's
into
pretty
that
good.
robot's shield. You'll need all 3 active to down it. Good luck. Hope you fare better than I did.
Oh. Test your metal. Test it.
Did AMP send someone over here to spy on what I'm making? Well, it won't work.
I am a link in the chain.
Our house, our rules.
Let my down.
Hey, it's the Glad. My team.
Place your bets, grab a snack, and settle in for another bout in the Metal Dome. I'm Buzzsaw, your master of ceremonies for this robot throwdown.
Nobody makes.
You're about to see the best Rust Eagle war machines take on a team of wasteland warriors in 3 rounds of brutal combat. Turn your attention to the arena floor and let's introduce our combatants. We've got a grudge match for you today. The Gladiators.
Let's Let's do something a little different. Let's get out of that server. Get out of that server. Oh, Sequential Gamer's on. That guy's pretty cool. Has a really cool YouTube channel. What his server's doing? Yogurt. Yum.
Beatrice is all about maximum carnage, while my designs emphasize the elegance of the kid.
Do some daily ops for the day. Hadn't done one yet. I could do an expedition too. Hadn't done that yet either.
Initiate Dodge here. I found radio interceptors in your area. Someone's listening in on our communications. I'm not sure who it is, but I don't like it. Well, let's keep the action quiet if we can. Better to focus
Quiet?
on a single
Seriously?
target.
Why does he always tell us to do these quietly? Ain't nobody doing that, dude. Ain't nobody doing that. This one's going to be tough because they're all camouflaged. So, hunting and tracking them down is going to be a little trickier. That's not the best mutation that you want when you got to hunt down enemies, is them being invisible. Oh, he's not invisible. You're messing up.
Hi. I got some intel on an enemy carrying a code. We'll need it to shut down one of the interceptors. Intel's not precise, so try to pick your targets wisely. Keep it quiet if you can. It's too early to get the whole place up in arms.
Do it quietly. That's so funny. Psych, dude. We gonna do it loud. AF.
Interceptor shut down.
Oh, nice.
Our uninvited listener off a bit. Take out some more hostiles. I'll try to track down the next code.
Where you at? Where's your beeping? Where is you? You be beeping though. Did you just jump? You just tried to do a jumping melee attack? What the heck was that? Wow. Weird. Come on.
You got intel on the next code carrier. Shouldn't be far.
Nice.
Move quick and quiet.
We should be able to finish this under 8 minutes.
Second code acquired. Same deal as before. Sneak over to an interceptor and shut it down.
Is this going to be the quickest one? Is this way? Probably. Come on. Disable that thing.
Excellent. Just one more interceptor to go. You know the drill. Wipe out a few more while I gather additional intel.
He's got the right idea with that Tesla rifle, though. Oh, that's just a bug. Okay, that's that same spot.
Got a strong signal for a code carrier. This is a mean one.
Ooh, the baddie.
First, get a few shots.
Bad guy. The boss of the daily op. The daily boss. Op boss.
Need that code.
Where you at? Rip.
Target down. I put the cherry on top of this sundae by disabling the final interceptor.
Got it.
Yep, that's the last one.
Got him.
Bastards, whoever they are. Pat yourselves on the back. You done good out there.
Nice. Double cap, legendary script, modules, and XP. Symptomatic plan. Well, we already know all these, but doesn't hurt to do a daily op.
Nobody makes scraps out of Beatrice's bots.
Doesn't hurt to do a daily op. All right, let's go in here. Let's see something real quick.
Did AMP send someone over here to spy on what I'm making? Well, it won't work.
One day, everyone in the wasteland will know my name.
All right.
Chris, you don't really do expos?
Amp's all about the gun.
Okay. Well, hey, we're gonna go ahead and raid this guy. So I appreciate everybody coming by that got a lot of subs, got a raid earlier, got a lot of new followers. So that's super sick. So appreciate everybody that came by. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, like the video, really helps. If you're on Twitch sub, always available. You don't have to use it on this channel, but use it on somebody at least. But I appreciate all you guys coming by, man. It's Today was a really good stream. Wasn't really sure how it was going to go at first because Memorial Day or Labor Day tomorrow, right? Everybody's out of town for the weekend, but yeah, it was super fun. So I appreciate you guys coming by. Tuesday, probably going to stream Tuesday instead of Wednesday. Usually Wednesday is our normal streaming day, but we might do Tuesday instead since that's when the update drops. So pretty much trying to go live as soon as the update drops, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, but yeah, we're going to raid this person. So on Twitch, if you're on Twitch, go ahead and stop by. Say what's up. Tell him he smells really nice, looks really great, and that he's a great person and he's doing the great things by streaming Fallout 76 on Twitch, and that makes him a phenomenal individual. You have to tell that to him verbatim. Don't miss a single word. Just kidding. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. See you Tuesday for that Fallout 76 update. Peace.
What?